Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to explore the very architecture of our being. The structures that define us, both inside and out, all through the timeless lens of the cosmos.
It's a really deep question, isn't it? One that echoes through centuries of wisdom. And this idea, it isn't just poetic. It's actually the foundation of an ancient practice that saw the human form as a direct map of the heavens. And that map? Well, it all begins with a really fascinating figure known as the zodiac man. So this ancient tradition, Homo Signorum, or man of the signs, had this incredible idea. It proposed that we aren't separate from the universe at all, but that we're a perfect miniature of it. The belief was that every single part of our physical body was governed by and deeply connected to a specific sign of the zodiac. Now you have to understand, these diagrams, they weren't just some kind of mystical art. No way. For centuries, they were practical medical tools. Physicians actually believed that any procedure like surgery or even bloodletting had to be timed just right. You would absolutely avoid treating a body part when the moon was passing through its ruling sign because you just might get a poor outcome. This was science and spirit all woven together. Okay, so let's focus that cosmic lens. We're going to zoom in and explore the earthly domain of one sign in particular, Capricorn, the seat of structure. First up, Capricorn rules the knees. Just stop and think for a moment about what our knees really represent. They are the very joints that allow us to bend in humility, but they're also what empower us to climb toward our biggest ambitions. They're the fulcrum of our movement, embodying both the grace of flexibility and the sheer strength to stand tall. Next, we have the bones. This is the silent, essential framework of our body, right? The foundational structure that everything else is built on. Our bones represent what lasts, what endures through all the pressures of time. They are, quite literally, our personal architecture. And finally, Capricorn governs the skin. Our skin is our living boundary. It's the container of the self, the very thing that defines what is us versus what is the world. It protects us, it defends us, and it creates the tangible form that we're known by. So when you put them all together, the knees, the bones, and the skin, they tell this one unified story. It's a story of ambition and humility, structure and endurance, boundaries and form. These are the core physical principles of Capricorn. But you might be asking, why these specific parts? What connects the ambition of the knees, the endurance of the bones, and the boundaries of the skin? Well, the answer isn't here on Earth. It's out there, with Capricorn's powerful and, let's be honest, often misunderstood planetary ruler. Let's talk about Saturn. In astrology, Saturn is known as the great teacher, the cosmic taskmaster. It's the force that governs structure, discipline, limits, and that slow, steady march of time. It's the planet that asks us to take our abstract dreams and actually give them concrete, material form through good old-fashioned hard work. And this is where it all just clicks into place. The abstract lessons of Saturn, all about discipline, form, and time, they are perfectly mirrored in the physical parts that are ruled by Capricorn. This quote just brilliantly illustrates what Saturn is all about. It's not about punishment, it's about consequences and earned rewards. Saturn really represents the harvest that only comes after a long season of effort, the kind of mastery that is the fruit of experience and time. So you can see how this Saturnian path to achievement unfolds step by step. First, you have to acknowledge your limitations. That's your skin, your boundaries. Then you build with discipline, creating a solid framework, like your bones. This leads you to achieve material form, a real-world result. And finally, through that whole process, you master time and experience. You learn the great lessons of Saturn. And here's the thing, this ancient wisdom isn't just history. It offers us a profound framework for understanding our own lives. And today, we have all these modern tools that really carry on this very lineage. Yeah, this ancient practice is still alive and well today. It looks a little different. Modern tools, like the ones you might find in an astrological app, often have reports that interpret Saturn's influence directly. A discipline and control forecast might break down Saturn's effect on your daily ambitions, while something like a life landscape Saturn report could give you that bigger picture view of the foundational challenges and long-term goals you're building. So, whether we're looking at an ancient diagram of the zodiac man or a modern digital report, the goal is exactly the same. We're translating the symbolic language of the cosmos into a personal framework, a way to understand our own journey of building a meaningful and an enduring life. And this brings us right to our final thought. As we consider the knees that help us climb, the bones that grant us structure, and the skin that defines our boundaries, we're left with one resonant question to carry with us. What structures in your life are you building to last?